Stake F1 Kick Sauber have released their new car for the campaign. Yes, this was the big one actually, because it's an absolutely complete revamp of what we've seen last year. Alfa Romeo logo gone, and in comes Stake, and we know it's a stopgap for them before Audi take over in a couple of years' time for 2026. So it was a bit of a change, and they sort of let it out of this. So going to be some magnificent new big adventure that they're going to take on. We all know it's only a 2-year stopgap, and let me know your thoughts on this one. Personally, I do think it looks quite good from the front end. I do like the lime colour of the lime green on the front wing. I think it looks actually really quite good. The river effect that runs along the side of the car and along the bottom that then runs, if you look at the side profile on it, I think that looks really quite nice on the car. The car could do with a couple of more sponsors, isn't it? Because all we ever see is sort of stake. Yes, and hopefully and thankfully they'll be going missing for a couple of races because of the gambling laws in certain places where F1 races. So we'll see them removed. What they put in their place should be better, thankfully. But overall, I think it's quite a neat job that they've done. I'm not sure. I think the step zigzaggy sort of thing that they've gone for on the side of the car, it looks like it's the ribbon from the front as it goes towards the back, it just sort of expands slightly, and I think that's the kind of thing that they've gone for, is it's like a ribbon wrapped around the car, a ring. Otherwise it's predominantly just all black carbon, again for weight saving. And the way they've done that, I think they could have probably had more better flow to it rather than just quite sharp, zigzaggy sort of steps. It just looks like steps to me on the side of the car, and I kind of really don't like that at all. The rear wing, they've done a really good job of it being bright green, and then they left a bit black where they've put the stake stamps on there, the two of them. That just looks, yeah, not very well done at all, is it? It just sort of squares off where you've just got two stickers on there, and it's looks unrefined or unfinished, almost just stuck there. I don't like that on the back rear wing at all, but overall I think it's bright, it's edgy, and I think that's what's really clever is the poker chip wheel rims on this one. I think that looks really quite smart. They did sort of release some details on the new car, isn't it? So they've done a lot of work on the suspension. They've gone from a push rod to a pull rod geometry, and they've done that purely for aerodynamic gain. It's a big part of the design concept, and they've done an awful lot of work on that, haven't they? Especially internally on the packaging side of things, to try and get this car to flow better through the race and be better on its tyres. And it was probably one of the big issues that they had last season, wasn't it? Along with Haas. Started well, some decent odd performances, but then just really fell away back in race day. Just couldn't look after the tyres, and I think they've gone really hard to try and fix that problem for this season. The suspension geometry actually is not the suitable way for a suspension, but actually for aerodynamics it works, I think. So let's see how that pans out for them over the course of the season. It's a Ferrari engine in the back, and that will continue until 2026. But yeah, let me know your thoughts on this one. Overall, I do like the colour scheme of it being like the black and lime green, the Hulk effect, but I just think the zigzaggy thing just hasn't done it for me. And then you got the stake above it and then the stake underneath, and it's, you've got the stake at the front end wing end plate when you look on the side end view. Not a fan of that at all. They could have done with a couple more sponsors, or just leave some of it black and just put, or blank and just put something else there. Just accept less and get another sponsor, and I'd put my logo on there. It'd look better than that stake. So there we go. Yeah, let me know your thoughts on this one. It's different, isn't it? Very, very different. I'm not sure where it ranks in terms of the other liveries I've seen, but it's definitely bright. I do like the fact that when you look front on, it does look very, very lime green, especially with that front wing and the rear wing. And when you sort of see the head-on shots that we do get when you're panning on the cameras, we do get a lot of front end with the car coming down the straight. I think you'll see a lot of green on that, which will be, it's distinctive, isn't it? Which is actually sometimes what we want. We didn't need something edgy on the grid like that, and they kind of delivered on that front. But yeah, there we have it. The new Stake Formula 1 Kick Sauber name. I mean, Stake F1 they're calling it, aren't they? It's still a horrible name. That's not going to change. I mean, they were beaten by the Visa Cash App RB, so they can probably take second place on that with the losers. But there we have it. That's the new Stake F1 outfit reveal, livery reveal for 2024. The much anticipated livery design for the Stake F1 team. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Please like, subscribe and comment as always. See you next time.